Welcome to the next MyForest video tutorial. So far, I've shown you how to create compartments and subcompartments and features for your woodland. Next, we're going to look at how we can add data about your woodland to these subcompartments. So going along the tabs from left to right, we were originally on mapping, we're now going to go to the data tab. You'll see first of all one of these hints pop up. I'm going to close this. You'll also see that the subcompartments that you drew under the mapping tab have appeared here in the data tab. So to start adding information about your woodland, you click on a subcompartment and you'll notice that this bar slides along to the right. Each one of these tabs has information that you can fill in about your subcompartment. Starting with name, so you can change this at any point. If you want to alter around the names or letters of your subcompartments, I'm going to leave this as it is. The second tab is the inventory tab. In this tab you can add in information about the trees that you find in your woodland compartment. This can be done in quite high detail, or it could be done initially to a low level, or any level you choose. So I'm going to show you how it functions quickly, and then in another video tutorial we'll look at further in how you can generate a bit more detail. So you click on add tree. I know that in this subcompartment I have 50% of oak, and it's common oak, Quercus ober, and I know that it was planted in 1985. If you don't know the year that your trees were planted in, you don't have to add that, or you could add it as an approximation. We won't fill in these other forms for just now. So to make up the rest up to 100%, I know that the other 50% is a conifer, and it's larch, and it's hybrid larch. And I know that again, that was planted in 1985. So we can see now we've got 100% stocking of the trees in that subcompartment. Moving on to the designations tab. This feeds into your management plan, and if you don't know what habitats or what designations might be applicable to your woodland, there's a very good website called magic.gov.uk where you can see on a map what habitats and designations are allocated to your woodland. So you can look on this and see, for example, if your woodland has a triple SI designation on it, or if it's an ancient semi-natural woodland, or if it's in an area of outstanding natural beauty. If you know this already, you can tick these boxes. Might be a site of special scientific interest, and you might be within an AONB, area of outstanding natural beauty. The next tab is the felling tab. This is a very important tab because it provides the information that's going to be used to provide your felling licenses in a management plan. The information in here is exported into what's called a plan of operations, and it gives Forestry Commission officers the information that they need to provide you with your felling licenses. Some of the information in here is a little bit tricky to understand, so we've provided helpful hints and prompts down the side. Again, we're going to look at this in more detail in another video tutorial, so I'll just show you at the moment how to add a proposal. And you can use these drop down boxes and these help boxes to start filling in this information. The next tab is the work program. This is to help you start to build up your activities that you have for your woodlands over the next 10 or 20 years. Please note that at this point that felling permissions under a management plan are only given for 10 years. If you create activities from year 11 to 20, it's for your management purposes only, and it won't be part of the main management plan. So to start off, you click Add Activity, whatever your activity might be. So it might be you want to thin to favour best formed oak, and you're going to do that in year 2. And again, this information will be exported into your plan of operations. And you can have as many activities as you want associated with a subcompartment, and it may be everything from actual operations like a thinning to a yearly activity such as monitoring. So you might want to monitor for acute oak decline, and you can add that every year so that you know that every year you should go back and check and see if you've got any acute oak decline coming into your subcompartment. In the notes section is somewhere where you can, it's got some free text areas where you can write a bit about your management history. So if you've got notes going back, you can add them in here. And also general management notes that you would keep on a day-to-day basis. So there may be information about operations that you put in here. So if you've done a thinning, you might say who did the work, what products were cut, how much you got for them, that kind of thing. You can also add in information about planting in here, when your planting was done, what provenance you use for different species, etc. It's been left as free text intentionally so that you can make that flex for your own benefit. And the final tab here is photos. You can choose to upload a photo of your subcompartment, and this is really useful as it gives a point in time reference for your woodland subcompartment. So when you go to write your next management plan in 5 or 10 years time, you or someone else can see what things look like at that time. So if you've been through this, you can save the changes, and at any point you can go back and make alterations. So you can fill out some of the information and go back and fill out more at a different time. Your information is safely stored